Big, my homeboy called me with a big play. AB, you straight? I'ma make your day. Cheat code got a whole other way. Sit and listen here, he say. The truth right there in your face. What cash and credit can't trace. These coins will soon replace. Big, whole lot of it. And we gon' make gold out of it. Big goals gotta get. Big swole pot of it. Big flagpole pot of it. Big jump over and get. Big and then over again. And then over again. Look at that work then, look at this bit. I bet it go up then split. It ain't coming down right quick. Fast game make that it look rich. And I'ma earn that bit. Whole time that I learn that bit.
The symbol carved into the floor.
Rub it down, turn like. Oh, you a sad little bit. Wait a month, bad little bit. Wait a year fast little. White, wet, long sleeves. Is he throwing gang sign? Whoa, that's a vibe craft. Remind my stash till past fake crash when faces dash. Rewind, green eye for green zip bags. Y'all clueless, bit a bit ruthless. Locked in a castle, puff to the future. Stake out roof, Chris, scream big Luther. So queen dust bit, thrust kick through ya. Booyah, say hi to the bid. The truth right there in your face. What cash and credit can't trace. These coins will soon replace. Big, my name is Eli, and we gon' make gold out of it. Big,
Belize City, G's been
whole pot of it. Big, jump over and get. Big,
Durban, Old Mina.
and then over again. Look at that work then, look at this bit. I bet it go up then split. It ain't coming down right quick. Fast game make that it look rich. And I'ma earn that bit. Whole time that I learn that bit. Feels good when the files unzip. Smack it up, rub it down, turn like. Oh, you.
Welcome to the stream. Creative versus technical mixing is the subject for the day. Got any questions, let me know what the difference is in between the two, excuse me. Right now I am just combing through a mix I did, well, about to start doing a creative mix on this song called Bit by Shake the Field. Pretty much prepped it and did everything I needed to do. Really now it's just checking levels. So everything was done. Well, this one was already like mixed by Feltz, but just felt like there were some things that needed to be done. So that's why I wanted to go over the creative side today. What is creative mixing? Is that even a thing? You know, what does that mean? How do you do that? What's the difference between creative and technical mixing? I've been seeing a lot of posts by this one guy talking about a lot of technicals on what's going on channel 501. Is that Felt? Been seeing a lot of stuff, technical stuff about this one guy posting on Facebook, and you know, it's getting like highly technical. Well, not even highly technical. Just think it's a lot of misleading info when it comes down to certain parameters that you need to have. You ain't missed nothing. I just started. Tell Evan I'm streaming too. I just text him. But he was talking about, you know, you gotta have a certain, you gotta go to a big boy studio to record, and you know, you gotta have it 192 kilohertz bit rate and all that bullshit. Excuse my language. Which is not true. it's a reason why technology has advanced for the user, the home user, to be able to utilize. So, you know, I could go and keep responding to the guy, but can't really argue with fools when they're all theory and no they're all practice and they don't play in the big league. You know what I'm saying? Or never played in the league. So technicals, as far as like recording and stuff, you can very well do stuff at home. I think I saw a message, a post that he's talking about the chaotic eyeball, where it's not for pro vocals. That is not true. There's just so much misinformation, man. Like, but he was basically saying the chaotic eyeball was not for pro vocals because it doesn't capture certain frequencies that come from your chest region, which is kind of cook. This is it's funny. Frequencies don't come from your chest. Frequencies come from your vocal. You know what I'm saying? From your mouthpiece, and everybody's different. They have different textures. Different textures of vocals, different tones. They're high pitch, low pitch, blah blah, this and that. But tone and everything comes from your vocal cord. I may be wrong, but it's just funny where it says it just comes from your chest region. It's kind of weird. Your breath comes from your chest, so I guess you can, if you mean from that type of thing, then the amount of volume is is determined by your how loud you are, how much breath you take in and then expel vocally, how strong your lungs are, you know what I'm saying? So just like my daughter, I don't know how she got so loud, or it can be so loud, but she can really yell, you know what I'm saying? And she's like 3, and she can yell louder than I can. So anyway, there's a lot of misinformation out there. You gotta really be careful what you feed into, where you learn it from. And one of the technical things that was discussed was the 44, the you have to record in 96K and stuff like that, or you're not going to be in movies, TVs, or commercials, blah blah, this and that. That's not really true. Now there's an exception to where people would like record or mix in 44 or 48, and then the mastering engineer will upsample it to 96K, master it in 96K, and then downsample it back down to 44.1 or 48K. You feel what I'm saying? So that's I see people doing that. I don't remember the parameters for Atmos mixing, but I think it's 44, 48, something like that, from what I understand. But it's like you're dealing with a lot of different stems, a lot of different speaker outputs. You're mixing an environment with I think 11 speakers, to get like that surround sound type of thing. And I do believe that is part of the future, and that's what people will have and will go to or gravitate to when it comes to, like, let's say like the metaverse, let's say like all different types of things as technology advances, because two-way binaural audio, it will be a thing of the past. You know what I'm saying? But that Atmos thing is going to take some time. You know what I'm saying? I think it's already been around for maybe 3 or 5 years, or maybe longer than that. I might be wrong, but it just really caught steam because Apple has an agenda to push that forward. And they're really pushing that forward. But Atmos mixing, I can't really do that in this room, because my room it might not be too small, but it just requires a lot You got to mount stuff on the ceiling, or not even mount it, but you had to have it in a certain position above. On the sides, I believe. I think 2 in the back. It's supposed to be overall 11 speakers. So when it comes to technicals on that's very highly technical. So yeah, for the big boy stuff, big boy mixing in Atmos, that's a whole nother beast. And from what I understand, it's easier to mix Atmos in Logic because, like I said, Apple has a certain agenda to push Atmos forward. So, anyway, back to the subject matter: creative versus technical mixing. Creative is more like a producer, an engineer being a producer. More so, making the song come alive. You know what I'm saying? There's sometimes where people or artists or clients that want something very specific. They want it to sound like the rough but better. Like if you ever get somebody that's mixing that you want to mix a song and you like how it sounds, you'll just say something like yeah, I just want it clearer and better, which that doesn't give you a lot of direction. And it could mean two things. It could be like, you do your thing and then you bring something else with it, with chops, drops, certain effects to bring out certain things, you know what I'm saying? Or it could mean like, they don't want you to do anything except to make it sound clearer and louder, like literally. And so that would be more of a technical slash boring way to mix, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes the artist or the client is so stuck on the rough that they can't adjust their mind away from how it did sound as opposed to how it could sound. They want it to sound the same, and it's called demoitis. And I don't really like dealing with clients like that. You know what I'm saying? I've had one particular person I just stopped working with, where like they said, do your thing, blah, 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 turn it up, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. And I make it sound 100 times better. But they get so used to the rough where the vocals are like sound horrible and all that type of stuff. And, they're talking about the pain and stuff like that. And how I got rid of it or something like that. They want it to sound like the rough. And, at the end of the day, I just asked them a question, if you wanted to sound better, or if you wanted to sound like the rough, and if you want to sound like that, then why take it to me to sound it, to make it sound like that? Because I'm not going to make it sound like that. I'm going to make it sound better. But if some folks, it's just, they listen to the rough 100,000 times, and then, they listen to the new version one time, and then they can't stand it. They can't like it. All right, Phil. But, it's, you just got to make a decision whether or not you are supposed to do your own thing, what you're hired for, what you're good at, you know what I'm saying, and what you've done a million times over, as opposed to, the artist that has only done their own music and has only recorded like, let's say like 50 to 100, maybe let's say 200 songs at a time, you know what I'm saying, 300 songs at a time, as opposed to like somebody myself that has mixed like 30, 40, 50,000, 60,000 records, you know what I'm saying, in my lifetime. So, you gotta really think like whose opinion is better. And not to be egotistical, but it's nobody's version is better. It's finding a happy medium when it comes down to what the record should sound like, and that's what the fine line comes down to when it comes to creative and technical mixing, and then sensing what the artist or the client wants. Will they actually let you do your own thing, and will they love that, or do they want something like very specific and they don't want you to do anything? And then you got to ask yourself, who do you want to work with the most? And my answers were, they have it sounding how they want, and definitely, obviously they want it sounded better, louder, clearer, but what's going to make the song special, as opposed to listening to another person that mixed it, that that you hear. What's going to be the difference? You know what I'm saying? If I hear a song that is generally sounding like what's going on right now, what can I do to make it sound or stand out from the plethora of songs that sound like whatever's coming from this same era? You get what I'm saying? So, damn, I'd like you to change anything I've sent. If I had a small issue, you fix it to my liking, for real. Yeah, it's mostly collaborative, you know what I'm saying? How it should be. But at the end of the day, it's like trying to take it up to another level. Not just, how taking up to another level of how it sound, to make it sound better, but overall, like what needs to be done to make it sound like excellent. And there's some artists that just can't get out of that mode, and they just want it to sound like the rough. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're gonna get into today. This artist is not stuck to that type of thing. They're open. You know what I'm saying? These are the type of artists and producers that I like to work with, where they'll allow me to become a producer, and get creative. And I'm going to cover that in the mix that I'm going to do today. And like I said, I've done most of what I needed to do sonically to make it sound good, loud, stuff like that. And basically better than the rough. But what can I do creatively to make it better? You know what I'm saying? Overall. And it's a combination of things. It's a combination of, like I said before, chops, drops, effects, different things that the artist wouldn't really think of, and what the music tells me to do when it comes to certain parts of a song, to either do those chops, drops, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And finding the balance between doing too much and doing too little is the art of the creativity side of the mixing, which is kind of producing as well, so I'm not going to talk about the business side when it comes to the the splits and stuff like that when I do stuff like this, but at the end of the day, like, what can we do to make the song as best as possible? What can the mixer do to bring it out as much as possible, as opposed to making it sound better? So here we go. I'm gonna play the song as it is. I might make some more technical adjustments, technical sonic adjustments, but and then I'll get into like the creative side, which is always like the last step, second to last step before I send it to the client. So I'll play it back. I'll be quiet.
Big, my homeboy called me with a big play. AB, you straight? I'ma make your day. Cheat code got a whole other way. Sit and listen here, he say. The truth right there in your face. What cash and credit can't trace, these coins will soon replace. Bit. Big swole pot of bit. Big flagpole pot of bit. Big jump over and get bit. And then over again. And then over again. Look.
I don't know why I repeated. Start it over.
Bit, my homeboy called me with a big play. AB, you straight? I'ma make your day. Cheat code got a whole other way. Sit and listen here, he say. The truth right there in your face. What cash and credit can't trace, these coins will soon replace. Bit, whole lot of it. And we gon' make gold out of it. Big goals gotta get. Big swole pot of it. Big flagpole pot of it. Big jump over and get. Big and then over again. And then over again. Look at that work, then look at this bit. I bet it go up, then split. It ain't coming down right quick. Fast game make that it look rich. And I'ma earn that bit. Whole time that I learn that bit. Feels good when the files unzip. Smack it up, rub it down, turn like. Oh, you a sad little bit. Wait a month, bad little bit. Wait a year, fast little bit. I never seen one that flip like this high. Don't crash little bit. I mind my craft, remind my stash. Till past fake crash when face sees dash. Rewind, green eye for green zip bags. Y'all clueless, bit a bit ruthless. Locked in a castle, puff to the future. Stake out ruthless, scream big Luther. So clean dust bit, thrust kick through ya. Booyah, say hi to the bid. Hallelujah, say hi to the lid. Turn up this, say hi to the kid. And what my homeboy spit, my homeboy called me with a big play. AB, you straight? I'ma make your day. Chico got a whole other way. Sit and listen here, he say. The truth right there in your face. What cash and credit can't trace, these coins will soon replace. Bit, whole lot of it. And we gon' make gold out of it. Big goals gotta get. Big swole pot of it. Big flagpole pot of it. Big jump over and get. Big and then over again. And then over again. Buckle down, get a grip for this trip right here. Big blip, y'all sit the zip right. When the mirror disappear, look through it, don't fear. Red pill, blue pill, don't quit right. When the truck self-steer, then my outer work peers can't climb no tears or survive on. How do we go cheer for the mechanized, weaponized, energized AI knows our, it knows we're there, it knows we're here. In the stew right now, in the booth right now. And it knew this verse when I wrote this down on a smartphone cloud. And it said, oh wow, will the price come down for the air we breathe? Water we drink with the green tree leaves. If we trade them all for the chart we see. So credit not score, my credit is. My debit is linked to my history. Everything I've done will my chi be like? Be water flow, see with the currency. Think B.I.G. notorious. More hopes, more dreams when these big schemes reparate our teams. I'm calling my boy, now I believe. My homeboy called me with a big play. AB, you straight? I'ma make your day. Chico got a whole other way. Sit and listen here, he say. The truth right there in your face. What cash and credit can't trace, these coins will soon replace. Bit, whole lot of it. And we gon' make gold out of it. Big goals gotta get. Big swole pot of it. Big flagpole pot of it. Big jump over and get. Big and then over again. 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 And then over again.
Okay, so cool. I like the song. It's cool. Sounds good. At the end of the day, I think it could be better. You know, some people might agree, some people might not, but like the ones that might not can't really see how far the song can be taken. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a matter of you know, opening the idea of what can be done to take the song to another level. I might be just saying that over and over again, but I just want to reiterate the fact that, you know, to do that, it takes a lot of experience, takes a lot of years, takes a lot of practice, takes a lot of doing to get to that creative space, to where it's kind of effortless, on taking the song to another level. So it's like three stages, I believe. It's like that beginner phase, and this is in anything. It's a beginner phase of where you're like trying to figure out how to, let's say, work Pro Tools. You're trying to get used to certain, shortcuts, certain things, tools that are in there to get around, blah blah, this and that. That's the first phase of just the learning curve of your program, or the learning curve of what you want to do. Could be basketball, could be fighting, could be baseball, could be whatever. So, and then there's that long period, middle period of, practicing the skill, working on different skill sets within that same field. And then, when you practice, you develop certain habits, muscle memory, and it just takes a long time. It takes a really long time. They say that the magic number is 10,000 hours to master something. So that's that thing right there. So after you learn Pro Tools, or after you learn how to shoot in basketball and dribble, on a very basic level, then comes the skill set of, mastering the shot, how the ball comes off your fingers, saying your alignment when it comes to shooting the ball, your stance, your structure, your mechanics, all that type of stuff. Same thing with Pro Tools. It's like, or the whatever Logic. How does this EQ work? How does compression work? How does well, not that's the beginning, but specific type of compressors, what to use and how to use it. Why would you use this lo-fi instead of this lo-fi right here? So it that 10,000 hours comes down to that, and really that whole middle part is probably lifelong, to be honest. It's just lifelong. It's you're always going to be in that realm of that 10,000 hour, that really long phase of just learning constantly. And then once you get past that certain threshold where you feel like you can do whatever, comes to that mastery point to where everything is just automatic. You don't really think about stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what to do. If you pull up a plug-in, like this is the first time I pulled this plug-in up, or maybe the second time, and I pulled it up like yesterday afternoon just to kind of experiment with it. I've never used it before. Some of the stuff I'm kind of like lost on here and there, but it's just all a matter of just turning it on and then just playing around with it, and then getting to a sound to where I would like it. I was gonna mess with that today, but getting back to it, that mastery point is like my approach to this song. I've done everything technically, but creatively, what can I do? It's like I know what I'm gonna do, but I don't know what I'm gonna do. Meaning, I know what needs to be done when I hear it, when I go through the song, and I'm not gonna really think about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try different things to achieve a certain effect that I'm trying to get in specific points of the song. But I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do. I might do a chop. I might do a reverse reverb. I might do a drop here and there. I might do some type of reverse part in the beat, but I don't know where I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do what needs to be done just by, I guess, a feeling of what I get when it comes to a certain part of the song. It's just like, I don't know why, but just the music, tells me what needs to be done to get a better feeling, a better groove, and then also, you know, thinking from a listener standpoint, like what would make them like the song better. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's one thing of technical mixing where you can just mix it and make it sound good, make it sound, you know, great sonically, and that's it. But I'm looking for that 5, that 10, that 15% that's gonna make it sound better. You get what I'm saying? I'm looking for that. The extra edge could be 1%. You know, it could be 0.5%. I don't really care. But is it gonna be better than what the artist sent me or what they expect? And that's the problem with some artists, where they just want it to sound better. And I just recently worked with a client last week, and they just wanted to sound louder and better. And in the past, I did some extra things to the songs to make it sound better. And it's very current to the times, like, you know, auto tune. You know, they're rushing a little bit as far as their cadence in front of the beat. You know what I'm saying? It's that guitar melody, southern beat, laid back, chill, ride wave type of feel. You feel what I'm saying? As far as like the beats are concerned. So, but like then taking it to another level, adding effects, they can't really see past that because they hear what they hear and what's current today, but they don't want to take it a step further. You know what I'm saying? So, will it hurt them at the end of the day? Maybe, maybe not. But you know, you got to do something that's going to separate yourself, and you got to do something with your music that's going to separate your music from everybody else's. And if you're stuck sounding the same as everybody else, you know, then you don't have that 1, that 5, that 10, that 15% chance that somebody else hears it and they be like, wow, well, you know, I'll listen to him more than that person. You know what I'm saying? You always want some type of edge, to have your stuff sounding better than the next man. So sonically, technically is one side of it, and creatively is the bar above. You feel what I'm saying? And then go back to the basketball reference. You know, it's one thing to be a good player, it's another thing to be a great player. And that great player, that 5, 10, 15% difference is a big gap between good and great. You know what I'm saying? Could be 1%, like I said. Could be 0.5. But as long as you're better than the other person, then yeah, they're gonna pass the ball to you first before they pass it to the good player. You know what I'm saying? Same thing. Everything is relative in life. So I'm gonna get to the song and shut up. Ooh, and this thing is always acting up.
Drill 5 on the track. Press start. Bit, my homeboy.
Information didn't work quite as well. Clicked on something.
Drill 5 on the track. Press start. Bit, my homeboy called. Press Press start. Big, my homeboy called me with a big play. AB, you straight? Fill 5 on the track. Press start. Big, my homeboy called me with a big play. AB, you straight? I'ma make your day. Cheat code got a whole other way. Sit and listen here, he say. The truth right there in your face. What cash and credit can't trace. These coins will soon replace. Big, whole lot of it. And we gon' make gold out of it. Big goals gotta get. Big swole pot of it. Big black pole pot of it. Big, and then over again. And then over again. Look at that work, then look at this bit. I bet it go up, then split. It ain't coming down right quick. Fast game made that a little bitch on. And I'ma earn that bitch. Whole time that I learned that bitch. Feels good when the files unzip. Smack it up, rub it down, turn like. Oh, you a sad little bit. Wait, I'm a bad little bit. Wait a year fast little bit. I never seen one that flip like this high. Don't crash little bit. I mind my craft, remind my stash. Till pass fake crash when faces dash. Rewind green eye, put green zip bags. Y'all clueless, bit a bit ruthless. Locked in a castle, puff to the future. Stake out root risk, green big Luther. So queen dust bit, thrust kick through ya. Booyah, say hi to the bid. Hallelujah, say hi to the lid. Turn up this, say hi to the kid. And what my homeboy spit, my homeboy called me with a big play. AB, you straight? I'ma make your day. Chico got a whole other way. Sit and listen here, he say. The truth right there in your face. What cash and credit can't trace. These coins will soon replace. Big, whole lot of it. And we gon' make gold out of it. Big goals gotta get. Big swole pot of it. Big black pole out of it. Big jump over and get. Big and then over again. And then over again. Buckle down, get a grip for this trip right here. Big blip, y'all sit the zip right here. When the mirror disappear, look through it, don't fear. Red pill, blue pill, don't quit right here. When the truck self-steer, then my outer work peers can't climb no tier or survive on. How do we go cheer for the mechanized, weaponized, energized AI knows our, it knows we're there, it knows we're here. In the stew right now, in the booth right now. And it knew this verse when I wrote this down on a smartphone cloud. And it said, oh wow, will the price come down for the air we water we drink with the green tree leaves? If we trade them all for the chart we see, so credit not score, my credit is, my debit is linked to my history. Everything I've done will my chi be like B water flow C with the currency. Think B.I.G. notorious. More hopes, more dreams when these big schemes reparate our team. I'm calling my boy now, I believe. My homeboy called me with a big play. AB, you straight? I'ma make your day. Chico got a whole other way. Sit and listen here, he say. The truth right there in your face. What cash and credit can't trace. These coins will soon replace. Big, whole lot of it. And we gon' make gold out of it. Big goals gotta get. Big swole pot of it. Big flagpole pot of it. Big jump over and get. Big and then over again. And then over again. Press start. Big, my homeboy called me with a big play. AB, you straight? I'ma make your day. Chico got a whole other way. Sit and listen here, he say. The truth right there in your face. What cash and credit can't trace. These coins will soon replace. Big, whole lot of it. And we gon' make gold out of it. Big goals gotta get. Big swole pot of it. Big black pole pot of it. Big jump over and get. Big and then over again. And then over again. Look at that work, then look at this bit. I bet it go up, then split. It ain't coming down right quick. Fast game make that it look rich. And I'ma earn that bit. Whole time that I learned that bit. Feels good when the files unzip. Smack it up, rub it down, turn like. Oh, you a sad little bit. Wait, I'm a bad little bit. Wait a year fast little bit. I never seen one that flip like this high. Don't crash little bit. I mind my craft, remind my stash. Till pass fake crash when faces dash. Rewind green eye for green zip bags. Y'all clueless, bit a bit ruthless. Locked in a castle, puff to the future. Stake out root risk, green big Luther. So queen dust bit, thrust kick through ya. Booyah, say hi to the bid. Hallelujah, say hi to the lid. Turn up this, say hi to the kid. And what my homeboy spit, my homeboy called me with a big play. AB, you straight? I'ma make your day. Chico got a whole other way. Sit and listen here, he say. The truth right there in your face. What cash and credit can't trace. These coins will soon replace. Big. 5 on the tray. Yeah. Press start. Big, my homeboy called me with a big play. AB, you straight? I'ma make your day. Cheat code got a whole other way. Sit and listen here, he say. The truth right there in your face. What cash and credit can't trace. These coins will soon. Press start. Big, my homeboy called me with a big play. AB, you straight? I'ma make your day. Cheat code got a whole other way. Sit and listen here, he say. The truth right there in your face. What cash and credit can't trace. These coins will soon replace. Big, whole lot of it. And we gon' make gold out of it. Big goals gotta get. Big swole pot of it. Big flagpole pot of it. Big jump over and get. Big and then over again. And then over again. Look at that work then, look at this bid. I bet it go up then split. It ain't coming down right quick. Fast game make daddy look rich, and I'ma earn that bit. Whole time that I earn that bit. Feels good when the files unzip. Smack it up, rub it down, turn like. Oh, you a sad little bit. Wait a month, bad little bit. Wait a year, fast little bit. I never seen one that flip like this high. Don't crash little bit. I mind my craft, remind my stash till past fake crash when faces dash. Rewind, green eye for green zip bags. Y'all clueless, bit a bit ruthless. Locked in a castle, puff to the future. Stake out Rufus, green big Luther. So queen dust bit, thrust kick through. Big, my homeboy called me with a big play. Big, my homeboy called me with a big play. AB, you straight? 5 on the tray. Yeah. Press start. Big, my homeboy called me with a big play. AB, you straight? I'ma make your day. Cheat code got a whole other way. Sit and listen here, he say. The truth right there in your face. What cash and credit can't trace. These coins will soon replace. Big, whole lot of it. And we gon' make gold out of it. Big goals gotta get. Big swole pot of it. Big flagpole pot of it. Big jump over and get. Big and then over again. And then over again. Look at that work then, look at this bid. I bet it. Big, my homeboy called me with a big play. AB, you straight? I'ma make your day. Cheat code got a whole other way. Sit and listen here, he say. The truth right there in your face. What cash and credit can't trace. These coins will soon replace. Big, whole lot of it. And we gon' make gold out of it. Big goals gotta get. Big swole pot of it. Big flagpole pot of it. Big jump over and get. Big and then over again. And then over again. Look at that work then, look at this bid. I bet it go up then split. It ain't coming down right. These coins will soon replace. Big, whole lot of it. And we gon' make gold out of it. Big 5 on the tray. Yeah. Press start. Big, my homeboy called me with a big play. AB, you straight? I'ma make your day. Cheat code got a whole other way. Sit and listen here, he say. The truth right there in your face. What cash and credit can't trace. These coins will soon replace. Big, whole lot of it. And we gon' make gold out of it. Big goals gotta get. Big swole pot of it. Big flagpole pot of it. Big jump over and get. Big and then over again. And then over again. Look at that work then, look at this bid. I bet it go up then split. It ain't coming down right quick. Fast game make daddy look rich, and I'ma earn that bit. Whole time that I learn that bit. Feels good when the foul whole other way. Sit and listen here, he say. The truth right there in your face. What cash and credit can't trace. These coins will soon replace. Big, whole lot of it. And we gon' make gold out of it. The truth right there in your face. What cash and credit can't trace. These coins will soon replace. Big, whole lot of it. And we gon' make gold out of it. Big, whole lot of it. 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 Big, whole lot of it. And we gon' make gold out of it. Big goals gotta get. Big swole pot of it. Big flagpole pot of it. Big jump over and get. Big and then over again. And then over again. Look at this. Big, whole lot of it. And we gon' make gold out of it. 5 on the Dre. Yeah. Press start. Big, my homeboy called me with a big play. AB, you straight? I'ma make your day. Cheat code got a whole other way. Sit and listen here, he say. The truth right there in your face. What cash and credit can't trace. These coins will soon replace. Big, whole lot of it. And we gon' make gold out of it. Big goals gotta get. Big swole pot of it. Big flagpole pot of it. Big jump over and get. Big and then over again. And then over again. Look at that work then, look at this bit. I bet it go up then split. It ain't coming down right quick. Big and then over again. And then over again. Look at that work then, look at this bit. I bet it go up then split. It ain't coming down right quick. Fast game make that it look rich. Over again. And then over again. Look at that work then, look at it over again.
It's very minimal. I like the minimal essence of most of their records as far as Shake the Field, the guys that I'm working with. The minimal stuff works. Sometimes you don't need a lot, man. Sometimes you just need something infectious, and it's that weird vocal in the back. You know what I'm saying? That weird vocal in the back just works. So it allows for the vocal to stand out, allows for stuff to be heard. It's the wrong auto pan. Brings the vocal to the front of attention, and then with the minimal, it's just like a vocal sound and a loop drum, which I couldn't separate, and it works. Sometimes that's all you need, and a sub. That's it. You want that low end, you want that knock on the drum, you want that weird vocal sample sound that's in today, and then just a straight like southern-esque type of rap vocal that works.
Over and get big and then over again. And then over again. Look at that work then, look at this bit. I bet it go up then split. It ain't coming down right quick. Fast game make that it look rich. Over again. And then over again. Look at that work then, look at this bit. I bet it go up then split. And then over again. Look at that work then, look at this bit. I bet it go up then split. It ain't coming down right quick. Fast game make that it look rich. And I'ma earn that bit. Whole time that I learn that bit. I bet it go up then split. It ain't bit. I bet it go up then split. It ain't coming down right quick. Fast game make that it look rich. And I'ma earn that bit. Whole time that I get big and then over again. And then over again. Look at that work then, look at this bit. I bet it go up then split. It ain't coming down right bit. I bet it go up then split. It ain't then split. It ain't coming down right quick. Fast game make that go up then split. Go up then split. It ain't coming down right quick. Fast game make that it look rich. And I'ma earn. I bet it go up then split. It ain't coming down right quick. Fast game make that it look rich. And I'ma earn that bit. Whole time that I learn that bit. Feels good when the files unzip. Fast game make that it look rich. And I'ma earn that bit. Whole time that I learn that bit. Feels good when the files unzip. Smack it up, rub it down, turn like. Fast game make that it look rich. And I'ma earn. Fast game make that it look rich. And I'ma earn that bit. Whole time that I learn that bit. Feels good when the files unzip. Smack. Bill 5 on the Dre. Press start. Big, my homeboy called me with a big play. AB, you straight? I'ma make your day. Cheat code got a whole other way. Sit and listen here, he say. The truth right there in your face. What cash and credit can't trace. These coins will soon replace. Big, whole lot of it. And we gon' make will soon replace. Big, whole lot of it. And we gon' make gold out of it. Big goals gotta get. Big swole pot of. These coins will soon replace. Big, whole lot of it. These coins will soon replace. make gold out of it. These coins will soon replace big whole lot of it. And we gon' make gold out of it. Big goals gotta get. Big swole pot of it. Big flagpole pot of it. Big jump over and get. Big and then over again. And then over again. These coins will soon replace big whole lot of it. And we gon' make gold out of it. Big goals gotta get. Big swole pot of it. Big flagpole pot of it. Big jump over. Big, my homeboy called me with a big play. AB, you straight? I'ma make your day. Cheat code got a whole other way. Sit and listen here, he say. The truth right there in your face. What cash and credit can't trace. These coins will soon replace big whole lot of it. And we gon' make gold out of it. Big goals gotta get. Big swole pot of it. Big flagpole pot of it. Big jump over and get. Big and then over again. And then over again. Look at that work, then look at this bit. I bet it go up, then split. It ain't coming down right quick. Fast game make that it look rich, and I'ma earn that bit. Whole time that I learn that bit. Feels good when the files unzip. Smack it up, rub it down, turn like. Oh, you a sad little bit. Wait, I'm on bad little bit. Wait a year fast little bit. I never seen one that flip like this high. Don't crash little bit. I'm on my craft, remind my stash till past fake crash. Big flagpole pot of it. Big jump over and get. Big and then over again. And then over again. Look at that work, then look at this bit. I bet it go up, then split. It ain't coming down. Big flagpole pot of it. Big jump over and get. Big and then over again. And then over again. Look at that work, then look at this bit. I bet it go up, then split. It ain't coming down right quick. Fast game make that it look rich, and I'ma earn that bit. Whole time that I learn that bit. Feels good when the files unzip. Smack it up, rub it down, turn like. Oh, you a sad little bit. Wait, I'm on bad little bit. Wait a year fast little bit. I never seen one that flip like this high. Don't crash little bit. Look at that work, then look at this bit. I bet it go up, then split. It ain't coming down right quick. Fast game make that it look rich, and then over again. Look at that work, then look at this bit. I bet it go up, then a bit. Big jump over and get. Big and then over again. And then over again. Look at that work, then look at this bit. I bet it go up, then split. It ain't coming down right quick. Fast game make that it look rich, and I'ma earn that bit. Whole time that I learn that bit. Feels good when the files unzip. Smack it up, rub it down, turn like. Oh, you a sad little bit. Wait, I'm on bad little bit. Wait a year fast little bit. I never seen one that flip like this high. Don't crash little bit. I'm on my craft, remind my stash till past fake crash when face sees dash. Rewind.
Fill 5 on the track. Press start.
Big, my homeboy called me with a big play. AB, you straight? I'ma make your day. Cheat code got a whole other way. Sit and listen here, he say. The truth right there in your face. What cash and credit can't trace. These coins will soon replace big whole lot of it. And we gon' make gold out of it. Big goals gotta get. Big swole pot of it. Big flagpole pot of it. Big jump over and get. Big and then over again. And then over again. Look at that work, then look at this bit. I bet it go up, then split. It ain't coming down right quick. Jump over and get. Big and then over again. And then over again. Look at that work, then look at this bit. I jump over and get. Big and then over again. And then over again. Look at that work, then look at this bit. I bet it go up, then split. It ain't. And then over again. Look at that work, then look at this bit. I bet it go up, then split. It ain't coming down right quick. Fast game make that it look rich, and I'ma earn that bit. Whole time that I learn that bit. Feels good when the files unzip. Smack it up, rub it down, turn like. Oh, you a sad little bit. Wait, I'm on bad little bit. Look at that work, then look at this bit. I bet it go up, then split. It ain't coming down right quick. Fast game make that it look rich, and I'ma earn that bit. Whole time that I learn that bit. Feels good when the files unzip. Smack it up, rub it down, turn like. Oh, you a sad little bit. It up, rub it down, turn like. files unzip, smack it up, rub it down, turn like. Oh, you a sad little bitch. Wait. Time that I learned that bitch. Time that I learned that bitch. Feels good when the files unzip, smack it up, rub it down, turn like. Oh, you a sad little bitch. Up, rub it down, turn like. Oh, you up, rub it down, turn like. Oh, zip, smack it up, rub it down, turn like. Oh, you a sad little bitch. Wait, I'm on bad little bitch. Wait till you're fast little bitch. I never seen one that smack it up, rub it down, turn like. Oh, you a sad little bitch. Smack it up, rub it down, turn like. Oh, you a sad little bitch. Wait, I'm on bad little bitch. Files unzip, smack it up, rub it down, turn like. Oh, you a sad little bitch. Wait, unzip, smack it up, rub it down, turn like. Oh, you a sad little bitch. Wait, I'm on bad little bitch. Wait till you're fast little bitch. I never seen turn like. Oh, you a turn like. Oh, files unzip, smack it up, rub it down, turn like. Oh, you a sad little bitch. Wait, I'm on bad little bitch. Wait till you're fast little bitch. I never seen one that flip like this hot zip, smack it up, rub it down, turn like. Oh, you a sad files unzip, smack it up, rub it down, turn like. Oh, you a sad little bitch. Wait, I'm on bad little bitch. Wait till you're fast little bitch. I never seen one that flip down, turn like. Oh, you a sad little bitch. Zip, smack it up, rub it down, turn like. Oh, you a sad little bitch. Wait, up, rub it down, turn like. Oh, you a sad little bitch. Wait. Whole time that I learned that bitch. Feels good when the files unzip, smack it up, rub it down, turn like. Oh, you a sad little bitch. Wait, I'm on bad little bitch. Rub it down, turn like. Oh, you a sad little bitch. Wait, I'm on bad little bitch. Wait, rub it down, turn like. Oh, you a sad little bitch. Wait, I'm on bad little bitch. Wait till you're fast little bitch. I never oh, you a sad little bitch. Wait, I'm on bad little oh, you a sad little bitch. Wait, I'm on bad little bitch. Wait, oh, you a sad little bitch. Wait, I'm on bad. Oh, you a sad little bitch. Wait, I'm on bad little bitch. Oh, you a sad little bitch. Wait, I'm on bad little bitch. Oh, you a sad little bitch. Wait, I'm on bad little bitch. Wait. Oh, you a sad little bitch. Wait, I'm on bad little bitch. Wait till you're fast little bitch. I never seen one that flip like. And then over again. Look at that work, then look at this bitch. I bet it go up, then split. It ain't coming down right quick. Fast game make daddy look rich, and I'ma earn that bitch. Whole time that I learned that bitch. Feels good when the files unzip, smack it up, rub it down, turn like. Oh, you a sad little bitch. Wait, I'm on bad little bitch. Wait till you're fast little bitch. I never. Oh, you a sad little bitch. Wait, I'm on bad little bitch. Wait, I'm on bad little bitch. Wait. You a sad little bitch. Wait, I'm on bad little bitch. Wait till you're fast little bitch. I never seen one that flip. You a sad little bitch. Wait, I'm on bad little bitch. Wait till you're fast little bitch. I never seen one that you a sad little bitch. Wait, I'm on bad little bitch. Wait till you're fast little bitch.
Should take the hi-hat out right there. But the hi-hat is like constant. That's why you got to track your beats out. If this is a loop, I just hate that they didn't track the loop out, whatever it is.
Bad little bitch. Wait till you're fast little bitch. I never seen one that.
Bill 5 on the Dre. Press start.
Big, my homeboy called me with a big play. AB, you straight? I'ma make your day. Chico got a whole other way. Sit and listen here, he say. The truth right there in your face. What cash and credit can't trace. These coins will soon replace. Big, whole lot of it. And we gon' make gold out of it. Big goals gotta get. Big swole pot of it. Big black pole pot of it. Big jump over and get. Big and then over again. And then over again. Look at that work, then look at this bit. I bet it go up, then split.
Bill 5 on the Dre. Press start.
Big, my homeboy called me with a big play. AB, you straight? I'ma make your day. Chico got a whole other way. Sit and listen here, he say. The truth right there in your face. What What cash and credit can't trace. These coins will soon replace. Big, whole lot of it. And we gon' make gold out of it. Black pole pot of it. Jump over and get. And then over again. And then over again. Look at that work then, look at this bit. I bet it go up then split. It ain't coming down right quick.
Bill 5 on the track.
Yo.
Big, my homeboy called me with a big play. AB straight. I'ma make your day. Code got a whole other way. And listen here.
This plugin starting to act weird. I had it set a certain way and then it changed.
Bill 5 on the track.
Big, my homeboy called me with a big play. AB straight. I'ma make your day. Code got a whole.
So weird. When you set it on there, it's not that little weird lo-fi MP3-ish thing. It's not there. But then the song keeps going and all of a sudden that noise is there. Unless I did something wrong. I'm probably not even using the plugin right. Try it again.
Big, my homeboy called me with a big play.
See, it's not there. Shit's weird as hell.
Big, my homeboy called me with a big play. AB, you straight. I'ma make your day. Cheat code got a whole other way. Sit and listen here, he say. The truth right there in your face. What cash and credit can't trace. These coins will soon replace. Big, whole lot of it. And we gon' make gold out of it. Big goals gotta get. Big swole pot of it. Big black hole pot of it. Big jump over and get. Big and then over again. And then over again. Look at that work then, look at this bit. I bet it go up then split. It ain't coming down right quick. Fast game make that it look rich. And I'ma earn that bit. Whole time that I learn that bit. Feels good when the files unzip. Smack it up, rub it down, turn like. Oh, you a sad little bit. Wait, I'm on bad little bit. Wait a year fast little bit. I never seen one that flip like this high, don't crash little bit. I'm on my craft, remind my stash. Till past they crash when faces dash. Rewind, for green zip bags. Y'all clueless, bit a bit ruthless. Locked in a castle, close to the future. Stake out Rufus, green big Luther. So clean judgment, thrust kick through ya. Booyah, say hi to the big. Hallelujah. Big, jump over and get. Big, and then over again. And then over again. Look at that work then, look at this bit. I bet it go up then split. It ain't coming down right quick. Fast game make that it look rich. And I'ma earn that bit. Whole time that I learn that bit. Feels good when the files unzip. Smack it up, rub it down, turn like. Oh, you a sad little bit. Wait, I'm on bad little bit. Wait a year fast. Turn like. Oh, you a sad little bit. Wait, I'm on bad little bit. Wait a year fast. Wait, I'm on bad little bit. Wait a year fast little bit. I never seen one that flip like. Wait, I'm on bad little bit. Wait a year fast little bit. Wait, I'm on bad little bit. Wait a year fast little bit. I never seen one that flip like this high, don't crash little bit. Ain't one that flip like. One that flip like this high, don't crash little. One that flip like this high, don't.
Another reason to track out the drums is to add this little effect that I want to add right here under the kick.
Flip like this high, don't crash. Ain't one that flip like this high, don't crash little bit. I'm on my craft, remind my stash. Smack it up, rub it down, turn like. Oh, you a sad little bit. Wait, I'm on.
Is it double still? I thought muted it.
And then over again. Look at that work then, look at this bit. I bet it go up then split. It ain't coming down right quick. Fast game make that it look rich. and I'ma earn that bitch. Whole time that I learn that bitch. Feels good when the files unzip. Smack it up, rub it down, turn like. Oh, you a sad little bitch. Wait, I'm a bad little bit. Wait a year fast little bit. I never seen one that flip like this high. Don't crash little bit. I'm on my craft, remind my stash till past fake crash when faces dash. Rewind, green eye for green zip bags. Y'all clueless, bit a bit ruthless. Locked in a castle, bluff to the future. Stake out roof, risk, green big Luther. Soul queen dust bit, thrust kick through ya. Booyah, say hi to the bid. Hallelujah, say hi to the lid. Turn up this, say hi to the kid. And what my homeboy spit, my homeboy called me with a big play. AB, you straight? That bitch. Whole time that I learn that bitch. Feels good when the files unzip. Smack it up, rub it down, turn like. Oh, you a sad little bitch. Wait a month. That bitch. Feels good when the files unzip. Smack it up, rub it down, turn like. Oh, you a sad little bitch. Wait a month, bad little bitch. Wait a year. And then over again. And then over again. Look at that work, then look at this bit. I bet it go up, then split. It ain't coming down right quick. Fast game make that it look rich, and I'ma earn that bitch. Whole time that I learn that bitch. Feels good when the files unzip. Smack it up, rub it down, turn like. Oh, you a sad little bitch. Wait a month, bad little bit. Wait a year fast little bit. I never seen one that flip like this high. Don't crash little bit. I'm on my craft, remind my stash till past fake crash when faces dash. Rewind, green eye for green zip bags. Y'all clueless, bit a bit ruthless, locked in. Feels good when the files unzip. Smack it up, rub it down, turn like. Oh, you a sad little bitch. Wait a month, bad little bit. Wait a year fast little bit. I never seen one that flip like this high. Don't crash little bit. I'm on my craft, remind my stash till past fake crash when faces dash. Rewind, green eye for green zip bags. This high, don't crash little bit. I'm on my craft, remind my stash till past fake crash when faces dash. Rewind, green eye for green zip. This high, don't crash little bit. I'm on my craft, remind my stash till past fake crash when faces dash. Rewind, green eye for green zip bags. This high, don't crash little bit. I'm on my craft, remind my stash till past fake crash when faces dash. Rewind, green eye for green zip bags. This high, don't crash little bit. I'm on my craft, remind my stash till past fake crash when faces dash. Rewind, green eye for green zip bags. This high, don't crash little bit. I'm on my craft, remind my stash till past fake crash when faces dash. Rewind, green eye for green zip bags. This high, don't crash little bit. I'm on my craft, remind my stash till past fake crash when faces dash. Rewind, green eye for green zip bags. This high, don't crash little bit. I'm on my craft, remind my stash till past fake crash when faces dash. Rewind, green eye for green zip bags. This high, don't crash little bit. I'm on my craft, remind my stash till past fake crash when faces dash. Rewind, green eye for green zip bags. This high, don't crash little bit. I'm on my craft, remind my stash till past fake crash when faces dash. Rewind, green eye for green zip bags. This high, don't crash little bit. I'm on my craft, remind my stash till past fake crash when faces dash. Rewind, green eye for green zip bags. This high, don't crash little bit. I'm on my craft, remind my stash till past fake crash when faces dash. Rewind, green eye for green zip bags. This high, don't crash little bit. I'm on my craft, remind my stash till past fake crash when faces dash. Rewind, green eye for green zip bags. This high, don't crash little bit. I'm on my craft, remind my stash till past fake crash when faces dash. Rewind, green eye for green zip bags. This high, don't crash little bit. I'm on my craft, remind my stash till past fake crash when faces dash. Rewind, green eye for green zip bags. This high, don't crash little bit. I'm on my craft, remind my stash till past fake crash when faces dash. Rewind, green eye for green zip bags. This high, don't crash little bit. I'm on my craft, remind my stash till past fake crash when faces dash. Rewind, green eye for green zip bags. This high, don't crash little bit. I'm on my craft, remind my stash till past fake crash when faces dash. Rewind, green eye for green zip bags. This high, don't crash little bit. I'm on my craft, remind my stash till past fake crash when faces dash. Rewind, green eye for green zip bags. Black pole pot a bit. Jump over and get bit. And then over again. And then over again. Look at that work, then look at this bit. I bet it go up, then split. It ain't coming down right quick. Fast game make that it look rich, and I'ma earn that bitch. Whole time that I learn that bitch. Feels good when the files unzip. Smack it up, rub it down, turn like. Oh, you a sad little bitch. Wait a month, bad little bit. Wait a year fast little bit. I never seen one that flip like this high, don't crash little bit. I'm on my craft, remind my stash till past fake crash when faces dash. Rewind, green eye for green zip bags. Y'all clueless, bit a bit ruthless. Locked in a castle, bluff to the future. Stake out roof, risk, green dash. Rewind, green eye for green zip bags. Y'all clueless, bit a bit ruthless. Locked in a castle, bluff to the future. Stake out roof, risk, rewind, green eye for green zip bags. Y'all clueless, bit a bit ruthless. when faces dash. Rewind green eye for green zip bags. Y'all clueless, bit a bit ruthless. Rewind green eye for green zip bags. Y'all clueless, bit a bit ruthless. Rewind green eye for green zip bags. Y'all clueless, bit a bit ruthless. Locked in a castle, bluff to the future. Stake out roof, Chris, green big Luther. Soul queen dust bit, thrust kick through. Clueless, bit a bit ruthless. Locked in a castle, bluff to the future. Stake out roof, Chris, green big Luther. Soul queen dust bit, thrust kick through ya. Booyah, say hi to the bid. Hallelujah. Dust bit, thrust kick through ya. Booyah, say hi to the bid. Hallelujah, say hi to the big Luther. Soul queen dust bit, thrust kick through ya. Booyah, say hi to the bid. Hallelujah, say hi to the lid. Turn up this, say hi to the kid. And what my homeboy spit, my homeboy called me with a big play. AB, you straight? I'ma make your day. Chico got a whole other way. Sit and listen here, he say. The truth right there in your face. What cash and credit can't trace. These coins will soon replace. Bit, whole lot of it. Through ya, booyah, say hi to the bid. Hallelujah, say hi to the lid. Turn up, through ya, booyah, say hi to the bid. Hallelujah, say hi to the lid. Turn up this, say hi to the kid. And what my homeboy spit, my homeboy called me with a big play. Through ya, booyah, say hi to the bid. Hallelujah, say hi to the lid. Turn up this, say hi to the kid. And what my homeboy bit, and then over again. And then over again. Look at that work, then look at this bit. I bet it go up, then split. It ain't coming down right quick. Fast game make that it look rich, and I'ma earn that bit. Whole time that I learn that bit. Feels good when the files unzip. Smack it up, rub it down, turn like. Oh, you a sad little bit. Wait a month, bad little bit. Wait a year, fast little bit. I never seen one that flip like this high, don't crash little bit. I'm on my craft, remind my stash till past they crash when faces dash. Rewind green eye for green zip bags. Y'all clueless, bit a bit ruthless. Locked in a castle, bluff to the future. Stake out roof, Chris, green big Luther. Soul queen dust that flip like this high, don't one that flip like this high, don't crash little bit. I'm on my one that flip like this high, one that flip like this high, don't crash like that flip like this high, don't crash that flip like this high, don't crash little like this high, don't crash little bit. I'm on my craft, remind my stash till past they crash when faces dash. Rewind green eye for green zip bags. Y'all clueless, bit a bit ruthless. Locked in a castle, bluff to the future. Stake that flip like this high, don't crash little bit. I'm on that flip like this high, don't crash. One that flip like this high, don't one that flip like this high, don't crash little bit. I'm on my craft, remind my stash till past they crash when faces dash. Rewind green eye for green zip bags. Y'all clueless, bit a bit ruthless. Locked in a castle, bluff to the future. Stake out roof, Chris, green big Luther. Soul queen dust bit, thrust kick through ya. Booyah, say hi to the bid. Hallelujah, say hi to the lid. Turn up this, say hi to the kid. And what my home this bit. I bet it go up, then split. It ain't coming down right quick. Fast game make that it look rich, and this bit. I bet it go up, then split. It ain't coming down right quick. Fast game make that it look rich, and I'ma earn that bit. Whole time that I learn that bit. Feels good when the files unzip. Smack it up, rub it down, turn like. Oh, you a sad little bit. Wait a month, bad little bit. Wait a year, fast little bit. I never seen one that flip like this high, don't crash little bit. I'm on my craft, remind.
Sorry, it's constant stopping back and forth, but that's what I do.
Fill 5 on the track. Press start.
Bit, my homeboy called me with a big play. AB, you straight? I'ma make your day. Chico got a whole other way. Sit and listen here, he say. The truth right there in your face. What cash and credit can't trace. These coins will soon replace. Bit, whole lot of it. And we gon' make gold out of it. Big goals gotta get. Big swole pot of it. Big black bit, whole lot of it. And we gon' make gold out of it. Big goals gotta get. Big swole pot of it. Big black pole pot of it. Big jump over and get. Big and then over again. Big swole pot of it. Big black pole pot of it. Big jump over and get. Big and then over again. And then over again. Look at that work, then look at this bit. I bet it go up, then split. It ain't coming down right quick. Fast game make that it look rich, and then over again. Look at that work, then look at this bit. I bet it go up, then split. It ain't coming down right quick. Fast game make daddy look rich, and I'ma earn that bitch. Whole time that I learn that bitch, rich, and I'ma earn that bitch. Whole time that I learn that bitch. Feels good when the files up, daddy look rich, and I'ma earn that bitch. Daddy look rich, and I'ma earn that bitch. Whole time that I learn that bitch. Feels good when the files unzip.
Fill 5 on the tray. Press start.
Bit, my homeboy called me with a big play. AB, you straight? I'ma make your day. Cheat code got a whole other way. Sit and listen here, he say. The truth right there in your face. What cash and credit can't trace. These coins will soon replace. Bit, whole lot of it. And we gon' make gold out of it. Big goals gotta get. Big swole pot of it. Big flagpole pot of it. Big jump over and get. Big and then over again. And then over again. Look at that work, then look at this bit. I bet it go up, then split. It ain't coming down right quick. Fast game make daddy look rich, and I'ma earn that bitch. Whole time that I learn that bitch. Feels good when the files unzip. Smack it up, rub it down, turn like. Oh, you a sad little bit. Wait a month, bad little bit. Wait a year fast. You a sad little bit. Wait a month, bad little bit. Wait a year fast little bit. I never wait a year fast little bit. I never seen one that flip like this high. Don't crash little bit. I'm on my graph, remind my stash till past they crash when faces dash. Rewind green eye for green zip bags. Y'all clueless, bit a bit ruthless. Locked in a castle, bluff to the future. Stake out roof, Chris, green big Luther. So clean dust bit, thrust kick through ya. Booyah, say hi to the bid. Hallelujah, say hi to the lid. Turn up this, say hi to the kid. And what my homeboy spit, my homeboy through ya. Booyah, say hi to the bid. Hallelujah, say hi to the lid. Turn up this, say hi to the kid. And what my homeboy spit, my homeboy call me with a big play. AB, you straight? I'ma make your day. Chico got a whole other way. Sit and listen here, he say. The truth right there in your face. What cash and credit can't trace. These coins will soon replace. Bit, whole lot of it. And we gon' make gold out of it. Big goals gotta get. Big swole pop.
Just turn that plugin off. That shit sounds weird. It starts to degrade as it goes. It doesn't stay constant, which I guess is the effect of the plugin that's supposed to do that. But I don't like how it starts degrading towards the end.
Buff to the future, stake out roof, Chris, green big Luther. So clean dust bit, thrust kick through ya. Booyah, say hi to the bid. Hallelujah, say hi to the lid. Turn up this, say hi to the kid. And what my homeboy spit, my homeboy call me with a big play. AB, you straight? And what my homeboy spit, my homeboy call me with the kid. And what my homeboy spit, my homeboy.
Guess a way I could try to take out that hi-hat is just to cut the top end of the EQ. One band's cool. See if this works.
My homeboy spit, my homeboy spit, my homeboy call me to the kid. And what my homeboy spit, my homeboy call me with a big play. And what my homeboy spit, my homeboy call me. And what my homeboy spit, my home.
What's up, Mike? I ain't heard from you. I can't talk to you on the messenger for some reason because I think China blocks the incoming call signal, whatever. I think that's why you tried to call before or something and I didn't pick up, because it like automatically sends to like voicemail or whatever it does, or just automatically cancels it.
Spit, my homeboy call me with homeboy spit, my homeboy call. My homeboy spit, my homeboy spit, my homeboy spit, My homeboy called me spit. My homeboy called me with a and what my homeboy spit. My homeboy called me. And what my homeboy spit. My homeboy called me with a big play. AB homeboy spit. My homeboy called me with a big play. To the kid. And what my homeboy spit. My homeboy called me with a big play. AB, you straight? And what my homeboy spit. My homeboy called me with a big play. AB, you straight? Bit, my homeboy called me with a big play. AB, you straight? I'ma make your day. Chico got a whole other way. Sit and listen here, he say. The truth right there in your face. What cash and credit can't trace. These coins will soon replace. Bit, whole lot of it. And we gon' make gold out of it. Big goals gotta get. Big swole pot of it. Big flagpole pot of it. Big jump over and get. Big and then over again. And then over again. Look at that work, then look at this bit. I bet it go up, then split. It ain't coming down right quick. Fast game make daddy look rich, and I'ma earn that bit. Whole time that I learn that bit. Feels good when the files unzip. Smack it up, rub it down, turn like. Oh, you a sad little bit. Wait a month, bad little bit. Wait a year, fast little bit. I never seen one that feels good when the files unzip. Smack it up, rub it down, turn like. Oh, you a sad little bit. Wait a month, bad little bit. Wait a year, fast little bit. I never seen one that flip like this high, don't crash little bit. I'm on my grab. Oh, you a sad little bit. Wait a month, bad little bit. Wait a year, fast little bit. I never seen one that flip like this high, don't crash little bit. I'm on my graph, remind my stash till past they crash when faces. And then over again. Look at that work, then look at this bit. I bet it go up, then split. It ain't coming down right quick. Fast game make daddy look rich, and I'ma earn that bit. Whole time that I learn that bit. Feels good when the files unzip. Smack it up, rub it down, turn like. Oh, you a sad little bit. Wait a month, bad little bit. This bit. I bet it go up, then split. It ain't coming down right quick. Fast game make daddy look rich, and I'ma earn that bit. Whole time that I learn that bit. Feels good when the files unzip. Smack it up, rub it down, turn like. Oh, you a sad little bit. Wait a month, bad little bit. Wait a year, fast little bit. I never seen one that flip like this high, don't crash little bit. I'm on my graph, remind my stash till past they crash when faces dash. Rewind, green eye for green zip bags. Y'all clueless, bit a bit ruthless, locked in a castle, puffed. Past they crash when faces dash. Rewind, green eye for green zip bags. Y'all clueless, bit a bit ruthless, locked in a castle, puff to the future. Stake out Rufus, green big Luther, soul queen dust bit, thrust kick through ya. Booyah, say hi to the bid. Hallelujah, say hi to the lid. Turn up this, say hi to.
You got custom emojis now. That must be a Twitch thing.
Dash rewind, green eye for green zip bags. Y'all dash rewind, green eye for green zip bags. Y'all clueless, bit a bit ruthless, locked in a castle, puff to the future. Stake out Rufus, green big Luther, soul queen dust bit. Remind my stash till past they crash when faces dash. Rewind, green eye for green zip bags. Y'all clueless, bit a bit ruthless, locked in a castle, puff to the future. Stake out Rufus, green big Luther, soul queen dust bit, thrust kick through ya. Booyah. Y'all clueless, bit a bit ruthless, locked in a castle. Y'all clueless, bit a bit ruthless, locked in a castle. Y'all clueless, bit a bit ruthless, locked in a. Y'all clueless, bit a bit ruthless, locked in a castle, puff to the future. Y'all clueless, bit a bit ruthless, locked in a castle, puff to the future. Clueless, bit a bit ruthless, locked in a castle, puff to the future. Stake out Rufus, green big Luther, soul queen dust bit, thrust kick.
Appreciate that. Shake the Field is the artist, and Bit is the name of the song. Hopefully I'll drop this next month. It's gonna do something crazy. That's not it. It's gonna do graphic, I believe. I think it's graphic. Yeah, here we go. Disable the time. Do the pitch. This may or may not work. I just like to try different things.
The bags, y'all clueless, bit a bit ruthless, locked in a castle. The bags, y'all clueless, bit a bit ruthless, locked in a castle, puff to the. The bags, y'all clueless, bit a bit ruthless, locked in a castle, puff.
Like that. Let's see if I can make it more dramatic. No, keep that.
bags. Y'all clueless, bit a bit ruthless, locked in a castle, puff. Bags, y'all clueless, bit a bit ruthless, locked in a castle, puff to the future. The bags, y'all clueless, bit a bit ruthless, locked in a castle, puff to the bags, y'all clueless, bit a bit ruthless, locked in a castle, puff to the future. Stake out.
Dig that. It's just little small little touches. You know what I'm saying? These are all subtle little moves as far as like when it comes to the creative mixing side, just to make it sound different here and there. You know what I'm saying? We're in a digital age. The song's about bits. You know, everything is bit, terabyte, gigabyte, 8-bit, 16-bit. We come from that 8-bit era of games. I think that's what the artist was talking about. And then when it comes to the reference of the song, and then Bitcoin, you know, stuff like that, all this type of things, you know, to bring the song out more. And that's why I wanted to use that little lo-fi thing to make it sound kind of weird and kind of degraded on the hook part. But I don't know, I gotta mess around with that lo-fi plug-in a little bit more to get the sound that I want. That might take a little bit of time because I really don't know how to use it. But doing little subtle moves like this kind of brings out the song a little more. I like how it just drops like that because it makes the kick knock harder when the pitch goes down. Just little things like that.
Wine green eye for green zip bags. Y'all clueless, bit a bit ruthless, locked in a castle, puff to the future. Stake out Rufus, green big Luther, so queen dust bit, thrust kick through ya. Wine green eye for green zip bags. Y'all clueless.
I'm gonna stream some more. I gotta get me a placeholder for this thing. I gotta figure that out like yours. You know what I'm saying?
Ruthless, locked in a castle, puff to the future. Stake out Rufus, green big Luther, so queen dust bit for green zip bags. Y'all clueless, bit a bit ruthless, locked in a castle, puff to the future. Stake out Rufus, green big Luther, so queen dust bit, thrust kick through ya. Booyah, say Luther, so queen dust bit, thrust kick through ya. Booyah, say hi to the bit. Hallelujah, say Rufus, green big Luther, so queen dust bit, thrust kick through ya. Booyah, say hi to the bit. Hallelujah, say hi to the lid. Turn up this, say hi to the kid. And what my homeboy spit, my homeboy called me with a big play. AB, you straight? I'ma make your day. Chico got a whole other way. Sit and listen here, he say. The truth right there in your face. What cash and credit can't trace. These coins will soon replace. Bit ho.
Yeah, I got a new router. I bought it a couple days ago, actually. Best router I could get out of here with the starts with a V. You know what I'm saying? So it seems to be a little bit more stable, I guess. I don't know. Drop frames is like 0. Yeah, so like the few days ago it had some drop frames. I couldn't really tell, but I guess it works. So the router was expensive, but it was worth it.
Sit and listen here, he say. The truth right there in your face. What cash and credit can't trace. These coins will soon replace. Bit, whole lot of it. And through ya, booyah, say hi to the bit. Hallelujah, say hi to the lid. Turn up this, say hi to the kid. And what my homeboy spit, my homeboy called me with a big play. AB, you straight? I'ma make your day. Chico got a whole other way. Sit and listen here, he say. The truth right there in your face. What cash and credit can't trace. These coins will soon replace. Bit, whole lot of it. And we gon' make gold out of it. Big goals gotta get. Big swole pot of it. Big goals gotta get. Big swole pot of it. Big flagpole pot of it. Big jump over and get. Big and then over again. And then make gold out of it. Big goals gotta get. Big swole pot of it. Big flagpole pot of it. Big jump over and get. Whole lot of it. And we gon' make gold out of it. Big goals gotta get. Big swole pot of it. Big flagpole pot of it. Big jump over and get. Big goals gotta get. Big swole pot of it. Big flagpole pot of it. Big jump over and get big, and then over again, and then over again. Buckle down, get a grip for this trip right here. Big blip, y'all sit the zip.
My bad, you can't hear anything I said, but only thing that bothers me is this drift correction thing. I have to click every now and again to get the tick out.
Big swole part of it, big flat pole part of it, big jump, big goals gotta get, big swole part of it, big flat pole part of it, 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 big jump over and get big, and then over again, and then over again. Buckle down, get a grip for this trip right here. Big blip, y'all sit the zip right. Big swole part of it, big flat pole part of it, big jump over and get big, and then over again, and then over again. Buckle down, get a grip for this trip right here. Big blip, y'all sit the zip right. These coins will soon replace big whole lot of it, and we gon' make gold out of it. Big goals gotta get big swole part of it, big flat pole part of it, big jump over and get big, and then over again, and then over again. Buckle down, get a grip for this trip right here. Big blip, y'all sit the zip right. When the mirror disappear, look through it, don't fear. Red pill, blue pill, don't quit right. When the over and get big, and then over again, and then over again. Buckle down, get a grip for this trip right here. Big blip, y'all sit the zip right. When the mirror disappear, look through it, don't jump over and get big, and then over again, and then over again. Buckle down, get a grip for this trip right here. Big blip, y'all, and then over again. Buckle down, get a grip for this trip right here. Big blip, y'all sit the zip right, and then over again. Buckle down, get a grip for this trip right here. Big blip, y'all sit, and then over again. Buckle down, get a grip for this trip right here. Big blip, y'all sit the zip right. When the mirror disappear, look through it, don't fear. Red pill, blue pill, don't quit. Again, and then over again. Buckle down, get a grip for this trip right over and get big, and then over again, and then over again. Buckle down, get a grip for this trip right here. Big blip, y'all sit, and then over again. Buckle down, get a grip for this trip, and then over again, and then over again. Buckle down, get a grip for this trip right here. Big blip, and then over again, and then over again. Buckle down, get a grip for this trip right here. Big blip, y'all sit the zip right. When the mirror disappear, look through it, don't fear. Red pill, blue pill, don't quit right. And then over again. Buckle down, get a grip for this trip right here. Big, and then over again. Buckle down, get a grip for this trip right here. Big blip, y'all sit the zip right. When the mirror disappear, big, and then over again, and then over again. Buckle down, get a grip for this trip right here. Big blip, y'all sit the zip right. When the mirror disappear, look through it, don't fear. Red pill, blue pill, don't quit right. When the truck self-steer, then my outer work peers can't climb no tiers or survive on. And then over again. Buckle down, get a grip for this trip right here. Big blip, y'all sit the zip right. When the mirror disappear, look through it, don't fear. Red pill, blue pill, don't quit right. When the truck self-steer, then my outer work peers can't climb no tiers or survive on. How do we go cheer for the mechanized, weaponized, energized AI knows our, it knows we're there, it knows weaponized, energized, AI knows our, it knows we're there, it knows we're here. In the stew right now, in the booth right now, and it knew this verse when I wrote this down on a smartphone cloud, and it said, oh wow, will the price come down for the air we breathe? Water we drink with the green tree leaves. If we trade them all for the chart we see, so credit not score, my credit is, my debit is linked to my history. Everything I've done will my chi be like B water flow, see what the currency think B.I.G. notorious. More hopes, more dreams when these big schemes reparate our teams. I'm calling my boy now, I believe. My homeboy called me with a big play. A.B. you straight. So cheer for the mechanized, weaponized, energized AI knows our, it knows we're there, it knows we're here. In the stew right now, in the booth right now, and it knew this verse. The mechanized, weaponized, energized AI knows our, it knows we're there, it knows we're here. In the stew right now, in the booth. For the mechanized, weaponized, energized AI knows our, it knows we're there, it knows we're here. In the stew right now, in the booth right now, and it knew this verse when I cheer for the mechanized, weaponized, energized AI knows our, it knows we're there, it knows we're here. In the stew right now, in the booth over again. Buckle down, get a grip for this trip right here. Again, buckle down, get a buckle down, get a buckle down, get a And buckle down, get a and then over again. Buckle down, get a grip for this trip right here. Big lip, y'all sit the zip right. When the mirror disappear, look through it, don't again. Over again. Buckle down, get again. Buckle down, get a grip. Again, buckle down, get a grip. Over again, buckle down, get a grip for this trip right here. Big lip, y'all sit the zip right. When the mirror disappear, look through it, don't end over again. Buckle down, get a grip for this trip right here. Big lip, y'all sit the zip right. When the mirror disappear, look through it, don't fear. Red pill, blue pill, don't quit, right? When the truck self-steer, then my outer work peers can't climb no tears or survive on. How do we go cheer for the mechanized, weaponized? Climb no tears or survive on. How do we go cheer for the mechanized, weaponized, energized? AI knows our, it knows we're there, it knows we're here in the stew right. Cheer for the mechanized, weaponized, energized. AI knows our, it knows we're there. It knows energized. AI knows our, it knows we're there. Energized. AI knows our, it knows we're there. AI knows our, it knows we're there. It knows we're here in the stew right now, in the booth right now. And it knew this verse when I wrote this down on a smartphone. AI knows our, it knows we're there. It knows we're here in the stew right now, in the booth right now. And it knew this verse. For the mechanized, weaponized, energized. AI knows our, it knows we're there. It knows we're here in the stew right now, in the booth over again, and then over again. Buckle down, get a grip for this trip right here. Big lip, y'all sit the zip right. When the mirror disappear, look through it, don't fear. Red pill, blue pill, don't quit, right? When the truck self-steer, then my outer work peers can't climb no tears or survive on. How do we go cheer for the mechanized, weaponized, energized? AI knows our, it knows we're there. It knows we're here in the stew right now, in the booth right now. And it knew this. It knows our, 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 it knows. How do we go cheer for the mechanized, weaponized, energized? AI knows our, it knows we're there. It knows we're here in the stew right now, in the booth right now. And it knew this verse when I wrote this down on a smartphone cloud. And it said, oh wow, will the price come down for the air we breathe? Water we drink with the green tree leaves. If we trade them all for the chart we see, so credit not score. My credit is, my debit is linked to my history. Everything I've done can, will my chi be like? Said, oh wow, will the price come down for the air we breathe? Water we drink with the green tree leaves. Will the price come down for the air we breathe? Water we drink with the green tree leaves. If we trade them all for the chart we see. Oh wow, will the price come down for the air we breathe? Water we drink with the green tree leaves. If we trade them all for the chart we see. So credit not score, my credit is, my debit is linked to my history. The air we breathe, water we for the air we breathe. Water we drink with the green tree leaf. Full cloud and it said, oh wow, will the price come down for the air we breathe? Water we drink with the green tree leaves. If we trade them all for the chart we see. Air we breathe. Water we drink with the green tree leaves. If we trade them all for the chart we see. So for the air we breathe. Water we drink with the green tree leaves. On a smartphone cloud and it said, oh wow, will the price come down for the air we breathe? Water we drink with the green tree leaves. Will the price come down for the air we breathe? Water we drink with the green tree leaves. Will the price come down for the air we breathe? Water we drink with the green tree leaves. If we trade them all, will the price come down for the air we breathe? Water we drink with the green tree leaves. If we trade them all for the chart we see. So credit not score, my credit is, my debit is linked to my history. Everything I've done out and it said, oh wow, will the price come down for the air we breathe? Water we drink with the green tree leaves. If we for the air we breathe. Water we drink with the green tree leaves. If we trade them all for the chart we see. So credit not score, my credit is, my debit is linked to my history. Everything I've done can, will my chi be like? Be water flow, see with the currency. Think B.I.G. notorious. More hopes, more dreams when these big schemes reparate our teams. I'm calling my, oh wow, will the price come down for the air we breathe? Water we drink with the green tree. Oh wow, will the price come down for the air we breathe? Water we drink with the green tree leaves. Oh wow, will the price come down for the air we breathe? Water we drink with the green tree leaves. If we trade them all for the out and it said, oh wow, will the price come down for the air we breathe? Water we drink with the green tree leaves. If we trade, will the price come down for the air we breathe? Water we drink with the green tree leaves. If we trade them all for the chart we see. So credit not score, my credit is, my debit is linked to my history. Off of the chart we see. So credit not score, my credit is, my debit is linked to my history. Everything I've for my credit is, my debit is linked to my history. Everything I've done can, will my chi be like? Be water flow, see with the current. score. My credit is, my debit is linked to my history. Everything I've done will be. Will my chi be like B water flow C with the currency? Think B.I.G. notorious. More hopes, more dreams when these big schemes reparate our teams. I'm calling my boy, now I believe. My homeboy called me with a big play. A.B. you straight? My boy, now I believe. My homeboy called me with a big play. A.B. you straight? My boy, now I believe. My homeboy called me with a big play. A.B. you straight? I'ma make your day. Chico got a whole other way. Sit and listen here, he say the truth right there in your face. What cash and credit can't trace. These coins will soon replace. Bit, whole lot of it. And we gon' make gold out of it. Sit and listen here, he say the truth right there in your face. What cash and credit can't trace. These coins will soon replace. Bit, whole lot of it. And we gon' make gold out of it. Big goals gotta get. Big swole pot of it. Big flagpole pot of it. Big jump over and get. Big and then over again. 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 And then over again.
I think I'm done. Probably gotta go to that second verse again, but that's about it.
Bill 5 on the tray. Press start.
Bit, my homeboy called me with a big play. A.B. you straight? I'ma make your day. Chico got a whole other way. Sit and listen here, he say the truth right there in your face. What cash and credit can't trace. These coins will soon replace. Bit, whole lot of it. And we gon' make gold out of it. Big goals gotta get. Big swole pot of it. Big flagpole pot of it. Big jump over and get. Big and then over again. And then over again. Look at that work, then look at this bit. I bet it go up, then split. It ain't coming down right quick. Fast game make daddy look rich. And I'ma earn that bit. Whole time that I learn that bit. Feels good when the files unzip. Smack it up, rub it down, turn like. Oh, you a sad little bit. Wait a month, bad little bit. Wait a year, fast little bit. I never seen one that flip like this high. Don't crash little bit. I'm on my graph, remind my stash till past they crash when faces dash. Rewind, green eye for green zip bags. Y'all clueless, bit a bit ruthless. Locked in a castle, puff to the future. Stake out roof, Chris, scream big Luther. So clean dust bit, thrust kick through ya. Booyah, say hi to the bid. Hallelujah, say hi to the lid. Turn up this, say hi to the kid. And what my homeboy spit, my homeboy called me with a big play. A.B. you straight? I'ma make your day. Chico got a whole other way. Sit and listen here, he say the truth right there in your face. What cash and credit can't trace. These coins will soon replace. Big, whole lot of it. And we gon' make gold out of it. Big goals gotta get. Big swole pot of it. Big flagpole pot of it. Big jump over and get. Big and then over again. And then over again. Buckle down, get a grip for this trip right here. Big blip, y'all sit the zip right. When the mirror disappear, look through it, don't fear. Red pill, blue pill, don't quit, right? When the truck self-steer, then my outer work peers can't climb no tiers or survive on. How do we go cheer for the mechanized, weaponized, energized? AI knows it knows we're there, it knows we're here. In the stew right now, in the booth right now. And it knew this verse when I wrote this down on a smartphone cloud. And it said, oh wow, will the price come down for the air we breathe? Water we drink with the green tree leaves. If we trade them all for the chart we see. So credit not score, my credit is. My debit is linked to my history. Everything I've done will my chi be like B water flow C with the currency. Think B.I.G. notorious. More hopes, more dreams when these big schemes reparate our teams. I'm calling my boy, now I believe. My homeboy called me with a big play. A.B. you straight? I'ma make your day. Chico got a whole other way. Sit and listen here, he say the truth right there in your face. What cash and credit can't trace. These coins will soon replace. Bit, whole lot of it. And we gon' make gold out of it. Big goals gotta get. Big swole pot of it. Big flagpole pot of it.
My bad. I was on the social media. Let me try listening again.
Bill 5 on the tray.
Shadow Hills, I just use it on drums for real. I use it really subtly, not nothing crazy. I mean, it's cool. You know, you can use it. You can get by with it. Sometimes I turn it off. Sometimes I turn it on. You know what I'm saying? It can be transparent. For me, it sometimes makes 808s longer. You know what I'm saying? When you compress it. I use the second one, I believe. Yeah. I forget what this one's called. The Class A one, I think. Because there's two of them. Class A mastering, and then the regular, the V1 of this. So, it's cool. Like I said, I really didn't spend a lot of time with it like that. It's a certain setting that I got, and then I just kind of just adjusted it to taste. You can do a lot more stuff with it. Obviously, you can do all the stereo with parallel mix stuff. But once I have it, I kind of set it, forget type stuff. So, it's cool. I adjust the tack sometimes, maybe. Depends on how much I want to let in and let out, or not let in. But yeah, Brainworks shit. You know, I got the mega bundle I pay for every year, and then I guess I've been slowly buying the plugins with the little brochure that they give you every year. I think it's like $250 or however much. However much it is. They give you every year. So, and then I wait for the discount, like the spring discount, super mega discounts, and then buy the plugins that I use most. So, you know, I think paying for the mega bundle is worth it. I know I don't use all of them. I know I don't. But there's a consistent amount that I use, which is the Shadow Hills, and I think I already bought that. Definitely use this metric AB thing, adapter all the time to check my mixes against my older mixes mostly, and then I had some major label mixes on there, but I really just check against mine now. Amec mastering EQ I love to use. I only use it very subtly. Usually the super high and mid high and the lows where I usually touch. What else do I use from there? Deverb for sure. These vocals have some some room verb that I had to take out. I did not like. Black box for sure. Use a black box all the time. Sometimes I might change the setting, but I think that's the first version actually. Second. Is this the first version? This is the second, the HG2, I believe. Oh no, this is actually the first one. Am I even using the second one? Here we go. I've been using the HG2 more on the 808 as opposed to my drums. My drums sound cool. I use that digital V2 a lot. And the Dyne EQ a lot. I use that a lot on 2-track beats. Sometimes if I need to use it on something specific, I'll use the V2 or the V3. It's actually the V3 is the newer, better version. But you can kind of pinpoint specific frequencies with V3 EQ. So Fields Cascade is from PA. I don't use that for real. I haven't used the Lindell de-esser either. I've been using this Weiss de-esser. I didn't use it on this obviously, but because it didn't need it. But this de-esser, when it pops up, this one is probably the best one I've been loving to use lately. Or the EOS de-esser. This is good too. I seen what's the dude's name? Il Angelo use this on Weekends vocals. If you see Il Angelo's sessions in Ableton, he's got a shitload of plugins with a lot of latency. Weiss is a it's a CPU hog that, like I'll show you, the Weiss, if I throw it on here. Weiss. It's not bad. Still in the yellow, but that delay compensation eats that thing up. As opposed to me taking this off. Let's see, it's 4938 samples. Take this off. It's like 2. And right now this camo is really eating a lot of stuff up. Fresh air too. But Weiss is pretty good. The EOS, so however you pronounce it, it's a pretty good plug-in, pretty good de-esser. Pro DS is good too. I use it all the time actually. I love using this. It's very versatile. You can pinpoint certain frequencies and work with it. So also DS with the Soothe as well. So many different ways, man. We got so many plugins at our disposal. So much. But let me get back to this. Mastering plugins. We use that trusty Pro L, not the L2, the Pro L. That's for limiter. I mean, but there's plenty of them. There's a True Peak limiter. I don't know if I really like this or not. I have it on there. It's supposed to limit the True Peak. But you know, I've heard from, what's the dude's name, man? Not Sterling Sound, but the guy in Atlanta. I just forgot the dude's name. He masters everybody's stuff. He's bald head. He owns Aria Mastering as well, I believe, where you automate mastering when you send stuff in, where they have a robot and does all the automation with their mastering site. He doesn't. He said he doesn't use any True Peak limiting because they all suck. So he just be letting it rip with the True Peak. You know what I'm saying? If you guys don't know what True Peak is, it's like, you know, a limiter would, it'll say it's limiting at negative 0.03 where you see the ceiling at, but it's not really. The True Peak is higher. You know what I'm saying? That's why you might hear some little distortion and stuff when you know, upload your song to Instagram or whatever, or you know, the rendering in Spotify, the lower quality versions on Spotify, you can hear the little staticky stuff, whatever, here and there. But what's the name? I can't think of the dude's name. The guy that masters all of everybody's stuff in Atlanta. I don't want to say the wrong name, but he said he doesn't use a True Peak limiter because they suck. They just let it rip. I I've used this in the past. This the Weiss is a pretty good. It's kind of it's supposed to be 1-to-1, but I like using this too. Kind of it's a little, I wouldn't say warmer. It just on the top end, it gives a nice smooth top end. It's expensive. Like I said, it's 1-to-1. I think the real unit is like 3,000 or something like that. I like using that too. I use this Goldfoss a lot, the mastering version, to kind of just de-harsh just a little bit. It's very slight, just very subtle de-harsh. I'll leave the low end alone, and then it just kind of smoothly cuts the top off in this little region of 2 to, I guess, 10. Where's this is showing? Yeah, or 14. This is really good too. It's a lot more subtle than the regular Goldfoss, but this is a AI EQ I like to use. I use K clip a lot. Clip the whole entire song if we're going to the limiter. Or I might use that gain station. The gain station is pretty good. There might be some other things I might switch out, but I like the gain station because it's just, it adds harmonics that are like really grimy. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm like going for something really aggressive, like, and that's Mike Dean's plugin, so like really aggressive Travis Scott type of feel, you know, where kind of like, it's kind of a little bit of distortion, you know, it is distortion, it's harmonic distortion, but saturation going on. I just really like how that sounds. The K clip is a lot more cleaner clipping, you know what I'm saying? Kind of takes away a little bit of low end, so I had to boost it back up with the EQ following with the AMEC. That's pretty much it, man. I got this from Jason Joshua. I don't think he uses it anymore. He uses God Particle. I'm supposed to be getting that soon, so whenever it comes out. And that's pretty much it, man. Nothing crazy. Let me get back to this to finish this off, because I need to eat.
Fill 5 on the tray. Press start.
Bit, my homeboy called me with a big play. AB, you straight? I'ma make your day. Chico got a whole other way. Sit and listen here, he say. The truth right there in your face. What cash and credit can't trace. These coins will soon replace. Bit, whole lot of it. And we gon' make gold out of it. Big goals gotta get. Big swole pot of it. Big flagpole pot of it. Big jump over and get. Big and then over again. And then over again. Look at that work, then look at this bit. I bet it go up, then split. It ain't coming down right quick. Fast game make daddy look rich, and I'ma earn that bit. Whole time that I learn that bit. Feels good when the files unzip. Smack it up, rub it down, turn like. Oh, you a sad little bit. Wait a month, bad little bit. Wait a year, fast little bit. I never seen one that flip like this high. Don't crash little bit. I'm on my graph, remind my stash till past they crash when faces dash. Rewind, green eye for green zip bags. Y'all clueless, bit a bit. My graph, remind my stash till past they crash when faces dash. Rewind, green eye for green zip bags. Y'all clueless, bit a bit ruthless. Locked in a castle, puff to the future. Stake out roof, Chris, scream big Luther. So queen dust bit, thrust kick through ya. Booyah, say hi to the bid. Hallelujah, say hi to the lid. Turn up this, say hi to the kid. And what my homeboy spit, my homeboy called me with a big play. AB, you straight? I'ma make your day. Chico got a whole other way. Sit and listen here, he say. The truth right there in your face. What cash and credit can't trace. These coins will soon replace. Big, whole lot of it. And we gon' make gold out of it. Big goals gotta get. Big swole pot of it. Big flagpole pot of it. Big jump over and get. Big and then over again. Goals gotta get. Big swole pot of it. Big flagpole pot of it. Big jump. Big swole pot of it. Big flagpole pot of it. Big jump over and get. Big and then over. Big swole pot of it. Big flagpole pot of it. Big swole pot of it. Big flagpole pot of it. Big jump over and get. Big and then over again. And then over again. Buckle down, get my homeboy called me with a big play. AB, you straight? I'ma make your day. Chico got a whole other way. Sit and listen here, he say. The truth right there in your face. What cash and credit can't trace. These coins will soon replace. Big, whole lot of it. And we gon' make gold out of it. Big goals gotta get. Big swole pot of it. Big flagpole pot of it. Big jump over and get. Gotta get. Big swole pot of it. Big flagpole pot of it. Big jump over and get. Big and then over again. And then over again. Buckle down, get a grip for this trip right here. Big blip, y'all sit the zip right. Big swole pot of it. Big flagpole pot of it. Big jump over and get. Big swole pot of it. Big flagpole pot of it. Big jump over and get. Big and then over again. And then over again. Buckle down, get a grip for this trip right here. Big blip, y'all sit the zip right. When the mirror disappear, look through it, don't fear. Red pill, blue pill, don't quit, right? When the truck self-steer, and then over again. Buckle down, get a grip for this trip right here. Big blip, y'all sit the zip right. When the mirror disappear, look through it, don't fear. Red pill, blue pill, don't quit, right? When the truck self-steer, trip right here. Big blip, y'all sit the zip right. When the mirror disappear, look through it, don't fear. Red pill, over again. And then over again. Buckle down, get a grip for this trip right here. Big blip, y'all sit the zip right. When the mirror disappear, look through it, don't fear. Over again. Buckle down, get a grip for this trip right here. Big blip, y'all sit the zip right. When the mirror disappear, look through it, don't fear. Red pill, blue pill, don't quit, right? When the truck self-steer, then my outer work peers can't climb no tiers or survive on. How do we go cheer for the mechanized, weaponized, energized AI knows our, it knows we're there, it knows we're here. In the stew right now, in the booth right now, and it knew this verse when I wrote this down on a smartphone cloud, and it said, oh wow, will the price come down? Here in the stew right now, in the booth right now, and it knew this verse when I wrote this down on a smartphone cloud, and it said, oh wow, will the price come now in the booth right now, and it knew this verse when I wrote this down on a smartphone cloud, and it said, oh wow, will the price come down for the air we breathe, water we drink with the green tree leaves, if we trade this now in the booth right now, and it knew this verse when I wrote this down on a smartphone cloud, and it said, oh wow, will the price come down for the air we breathe, water we drink with the green tree leaves, if we trade them all for the chart we see, so credit not score, my credit is, my debit is linked to my history, everything I've did not score, my credit is, my debit is linked to my history, everything I've done will my chi be like, be water flow, see with the currency, think B.I.G. notorious, more hopes, more dreams when these currency, think B.I.G. notorious, more hopes, more dreams when these bit schemes reparate our teams, I'm calling my boy, now I believe, my homeboy called me with my teams, I'm calling my boy, now I believe, my homeboy called me with a, I'm calling my boy, now I believe, my homeboy called me with a big play, AB, you straight? I'ma make your day. Chico got a whole other way. Sit and listen here, he say. More dreams when these bit schemes reparate our teams. I'm calling my boy, now I believe. My homeboy called me with a big play. AB, you straight? I'ma make when these bit schemes reparate our teams. I'm calling my boy, now I believe. My homeboy called me with a big play. AB, you when these bit schemes reparate our teams. I'm calling my boy, now I believe. My homeboy called me with a big play. More hopes, more dreams when these bit schemes reparate our teams. I'm calling my boy, now I believe. My homeboy called me with a big play. Our teams, I'm calling my boy, now I believe. My homeboy called me with a big bit schemes reparate our teams. I'm calling my boy, now I believe. My homeboy called me with a big play. AB, you straight? I'ma make your day. Chico got a whole other way. Sit and listen here, he say. The truth right there in your face. What cash and credit can't trace. These coins will soon replace. Bit, whole lot of it. And we gon' make gold out of it. Big goals gotta get. Big swole pot of it. Big flagpole pot of it. Big jump over and get. Big and then over again. 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 again.
And then over 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 again.
Yeah.
And then over again.
And then over again.
And then over again.
Yeah.
And then over again.
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 Yeah.
Big flagpole part of it. Big jump over and get.
Jump over
big
and get.
and then over again.
And then over again.
And then over again.
Yeah.
And then over. Big goals gotta get. Big swole part of it. Big flagpole part of it. Big jump over and get. Big and then over again.
And then over again.
And then over again.
Yeah.
And then over again.
And then over again.
And then over again.
And then over again.
Over again.
And then over again.
And then over again.
Yeah.
And then over again.
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 Yeah.
Over again.
And then over again.
And then over again.
Yeah.
And then over again.
And then over again.
And then over again.
Yeah.
And then over again.
Yeah.
And then over again.
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 Yeah.
My boy, now I believe. My homeboy called me with a big play. AB, you straight? I'ma make your day. Chico got a whole other way. Sit and listen here, he say. The truth right there in your face. What cash and credit can't trace. These coins will soon replace. Bit, whole lot of it. And we gon' make gold out of it. Big goals gotta get. Big swole pot of it. Big flagpole pot of it. Big jump over and get. Big and then over again. And then over again.
Yeah.
And then over again.
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 Yeah.
And then over again.
And then over again.
And then over again.
Yeah.
And then over again.
Yeah.
And then over again.
Yeah. Over again.
And then over again.
And then over again.
And then over again.
Yeah. Fill 5 on the tray. Press start.
Big, my homeboy called me with a big play. AB, you straight? I'ma make your day. Chico got a whole other way. Sit and listen here, he say. The truth right there in your face. What cash and credit can't trace. These coins will soon replace. Big, whole lot of it. And we gon' make gold out of it. Big goals gotta get. Big swole pot of it. Big flagpole pot of it. Big jump over and get. Big and then over again. And then over again. Look at that work, then look at this bit. I bet it go up, then split. It ain't coming down right quick. Fast game make daddy look rich, and I'ma earn that bit. Whole time that I learn that bit. Feels good when the files unzip. Smack it up, rub it down, turn like. Oh, you a sad little bit. Wait, I'm a bad little bit. Wait a year fast little bit. I never seen one that flip like this high. Don't crash little bit. I'm on my graph, remind my stash till past they crash when faces dash. Rewind, green eye for green zip bags. Y'all clueless, bit a bit ruthless. Locked in a castle, puff to the future. Stake out roof, Chris, scream big Luther. So queen dust bit, thrust kick through ya. Booyah, say hi to the bid. Hallelujah, say hi to the lid. Turn up this, say hi to the kid. And what my homeboy spit, my homeboy called me with a big play. AB, you straight? I'ma make your day. Chico got a whole other way. Sit and listen here, he say. The truth right there in your face. What cash and credit can't trace, these coins will soon replace. Big, whole lot of it. And we gon' make gold out of it. Big goals gotta get. Big swole pot of it. Big black hole out of it. Big jump over and get. Big and then over again. And then over again. Buckle down, get a grip for this trip right here. Big blip, y'all sit the zip right. When the mirror disappear, look through it, don't fear. Red pill, blue pill, don't quit, right? When the truck self-steer, then my outer work peers can't climb no tears or survive on. How do we go cheer for the mechanized, weaponized, energized AI knows our, it knows we're there, it knows we're here. In the stew right now, in the booth right now. And it knew this verse when I wrote this down on a smartphone cloud. And it said, oh wow, will the price come down for the air we breathe? Water we drink with the green tree leaves. If we trade them all for the chart we see. So credit not score, my credit is. My debit is linked to my history. Everything I've done will my chi be like? Be water flow, see what the currency. Think B.I.G. notorious. More hopes, more dreams when these big schemes reparate our teams. I'm calling my boy now, I believe. My homeboy called me with a big play. A.B. you straight? I'ma make your day. Chico got a whole other way. Sit and listen here, he say. The truth right there in your face. What cash and credit can't trace, these coins will soon replace. Big, whole lot of it. And we gon' make gold out of it. Big goals gotta get. Big swole pot of it. Big flag pole pot of it. Big jump over and get. Big and then over again. 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 What the currency think B.I.G. What the currency think B.I.G. What the currency think B. What the currency think B.I. What the currency think B.I.G. no. See what the currency think B.I.G. no. What the currency think B.I.G. notorious. More hopes, more dreams when these. Y'all say hi to the lid. Turn up these dash. Rewind green line for green zip bags. Y'all clueless, bit a bit ruthless. Locked in a castle, puff to the future. Stake out Rufus, green big Luther. So queen dust bit, thrust kick through ya. Booyah, say hi to the bid. Hallelujah, say hi to the lid. Turn up this, say hi to the kid. And what my homeboy spit. My homeboy called me with a big play. A.B. you straight? I'ma make your day. Chico got a whole other way. Sit and listen here. Hi to the kid. And what my homeboy spit. My homeboy called me with a big play. A.B. you straight? I'ma make your day. Chico got a whole other.
Done. I think I'm done. So that's creative mixing. If you hadn't seen this, I'll leave the stream up. You can see from the top. I'll talk about it from the jump. Creative versus technical mixing. Which one's better? Preferentially, the former creative is better than just technical sonic tightening up. So find clients. If you're engineers, find clients that will allow you to be creative. And artists, allow the engineer to do their thing, because it might add an element that you might not have thought of. Alright, so I will bounce this out, listen to this, and double check, and then see you guys in the next stream. Appreciate you tuning in. Peace out.